Good evening, and I welcome you, students. Going to be an amazing session on NCRT exemplar questions and MCQ questions will be done on work and energy. Students, as you see, we have discussed already very important topic, work energy, that is related with our everyday life. We are doing so much type of work in our everyday life. You are walking, you are going to school, coming back to school, you are carrying your bags. Students, you are bicycling, you are traveling from one point to another point, and we are doing work and energy. We have told you work and energy are very much closely related with each other. If I have energy, energy is the capacity of doing the work. Yeah. So when I will give energy to something, what will happen, students? Then I am doing work on it, for example, then there is a change in energy. And we have told you also important principles of conservation of energies and two types of energies which you are experiencing in everyday life. Mainly we are talking of two: kinetic energy and gravitational potential energy. Any object which has a mass is moving has a kinetic energy. Whenever you raise anything from a ground to a height, it acquires a potential energy which we call as a gravitational potential energy. And we have shown you how the work is done as we force into displacement. And we have also given you the derivation of the kinetic energy formula, potential energy formula, and various forms of energies. We have discussed the SI units of work. What is the SI unit of work, students?
Joule.
And what is the SI unit of energy?
Joule.
Both are same. So you have seen every day we are using different type of machines at our home, outside the home. So the machines are doing what, student? Machines are doing work. Then we discussed that if same amount of work is done by a machine more efficiently in a shorter period of time, then we discuss the power of the machine. How much power the machine has. If a machine has more power, then it will do the same work in lesser period of time. This is important because once you run the factories, once you run the industries, the power of the machine is very important. What is the power of the machine, we say? And we discuss the horsepower. You see, when the steam engine was not devised earlier, we have used animals for making our work done. So there was a horsepower. 1 horsepower is equal to how much, students? In watts?
746 watts.
So 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watts. Sometimes in numerical such questions are given, students. And then we said, oh, we are using different forms of energies. And the fact the life exists because one form of energy can be transformed into another. If such a transformation was not feasible, we want to be on planet Earth, students. See, everything is so much conversion of energy is taking place, but total energy is conserved. If electricity is not reaching my home, then what I will do? Can I teach you? Can you see anything in the dark? Then what type of life you are having? Primitive life or in a forest, students. But the electricity has made all the transformation. But how do we create electricity? Once we started understanding, then we are converting one form of energy into another. You have seen nuclear energy is converted into electrical energy. Then fall of water turbines are being done, and then we have generators, they are generating electricity and it is reaching home. And when you have electricity, nowadays they are saying save electricity, save water. Why? Because these things will become very precious and very, very important for the survival of the man. If water is not there, will we exist?
No, sir.
Now people are saying there is so much of water in the sea, but what water which we are drinking, even that is not a drinkable water. You know how much problem is there to get the clean water. You get water only for limited period of time at your homes also, and you fill your tanks and then you drink. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So everything is precious, students. Electricity also, if I use all the electricity and put on all my bulbs, what will happen? Not only I will get a bill, but we don't have that much energy. Energy, life is energy, everything is energy. For any work, you have to supply energy. How work will be done otherwise, students? So electricity comes, then I put up my fan on, I put up my bulb on, my tube lights are on, then my washing machine is running, and my laptop is running with which I'm teaching students. So you can see how important is conversion of energies when I'm using geyser, where I will heat up the water, and in winter electrical energy is being converted into heat energy, students. And then we are saying sunlight is coming, and the sun is a source of energy. The plants, students, the main source. If there are no plants, we want to be there. And what is plants doing? What type of nutrition is there in plant, students? What nutrition plants have? What type of nutrition we studied? Autonutrition or heteronutrition? Plants are preparing their own food.
Yes, sir. Auto nutrition.
So that process is called photosynthesis.
Yes, sir.
But photosynthesis takes place in my body, students?
No, sir.
Why?
Because, sir, we don't have chlorophyll.
Okay, very good. Good answer. Now we started understanding small things of science. That is my point, students, that we are trying to become scientists, and we are trying to learn everything, understand everything is a question. We try to find the answers of these questions, and then there's a curiosity to learn how the life is running. Every question is answered when we start thinking, student, and that is our main objective. Students should be able to think. That's why I give so much time on this. My work is on science of life, where I am talking that how the things are working. So we realize the application is very essential and very important part to make our life comfortable, convenient, and we are able to survive in very hot summers or in very cold by using the technology. And by this technology, I am able to conduct online classes for the students, that you can see me live and you can be with me and ask question answer session, everything. So this is how the technology has come to a level, and as the further evolution of the generation will take place, as we are learning in different lessons of science, that what is happening, these are there are chromosomes, DNA, and this nucleus, what is happening, they are dividing, and by division there is some change which is taking place, mutations are taking place. So that is what we call as a development in biology, and that process continues. That's how the evolution took place, evolved from, what do you say, a monkey type to the human beings. Although it's a slow process, but it took many say you are saying, oh, millions of years. Okay, all right, that is the way life goes on, continuity. So evolution is there. Therefore, we are aware power is very important. Power is rate of doing work. How fast you will do a work. That is the power of the machine. What is the commercial unit of electricity with which your bills are coming, students?
Kilowatt per hour.
Kilowatt per hour. Okay. So you can measure what type of bills you will get if you measure the electric meter you have. They will give you a reading of units, how many units. So per unit, if you know how much, what is the rate of 1 unit, then you can calculate what will be your electricity bill, students. So by this process, we can calculate students our electricity bill also. Kilowatt hour, 1 kilowatt hour, we will see in question answer sessions what type of questions are going to be there in this topic. And MCQ questions are very important nowadays, because that is the way they are asking questions, reason assertive question, MCQ questions, paragraph, and asking you questions. All this is a way the CBSE is going on, and our purpose is that there is no mugging. Unless I understand a question, I will not be able to answer the question. So let us begin the question answer sessions on work and energy, students. Coming question number 1 is on the screen. Question 1 says, when a body falls freely towards the earth, then its total energy. Consider a body is falling towards the earth, students. When a body falls freely towards the earth, then its total energy increases, decreases, remains constant. What increases, then increases. What is? Think about everything, and then you will answer the question, students. What is the answer, students?
Sir, option C, remains constant.
Excellent answer. Excellent answer. You see that the questions are actually given MCQ. They lay a trap to the students. Hey, there is nothing to mug now. You have to understand, because once we say, oh, body is falling, what happens? There is an acceleration due to gravity. That body is falling. What is happening, students? So what is happening as the body falls? There is an acceleration due to gravity. But every time we say the bodies have a total energy. How do we define the total energy, student? Equal to sum of the kinetic energy plus potential energy. And as we talked about conservation of energy, what is happening, student? One energy gets converted into another. Kinetic force decreases, potential increases, potential decreases, kinetic increases, but the total remains constant. You know, the total energy is constant, remains. Total energy remains constant. That is what we call as law of conservation of energy. This is called law of conservation of energy. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Before you answer any question, our purpose is that you should understand and think, student. So it increases, answer wrong, it decreases wrong. C is the correct answer. First increases, then decreases is wrong. So our answer, how would we do in the exam? Answer is C, remains constant, student. You will see that when I try to solve a question, I take a lot of space. Why do I take space? Same thing I tell to the students. Students, don't when you write any paper, you have space to write so that you are comfortable. Some students write in a way that sometimes answers get mixed up. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
So you will take proper space for answering the questions also. No problem, no issue. Okay. Question number 2 is on the screen, students. A car is accelerated on the leveled road and attains a velocity 4 times of its initial velocity. In this process, the potential energy of the car, student, you have 4 choices, does not change, becomes twice, becomes 4 times, becomes 16 times of the initial. Think and answer the question.
Sir, potential energy of the car will not change.
It will not change. But it says car is accelerated on a leveled road. So, student, this is a leveled road. Leveled road, it is not any, there is no inclination or no slope. Then what is happening, students? This car is now moving on a leveled road, student. What is happening to its velocity? First velocity is v and attains velocity 4 times. If v is the initial velocity, then what is happening? The final velocity is how much? 4 times of v, but it is a leveled ground, student. Is there any change in potential energy?
No, sir.
Change in potential energy, or what we call as gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy depends on what? Height. So that the height of the car is not changing. Same. Therefore, this does not change. It is wrong, wrong, and wrong. So our answer is A, student. Does not change. And you get 1 full mark for that. Okay. Another question is coming, student. In case of a negative work, the angle between force and displacement. Now here something interesting, student. When we discussed work, first you think about it, then I'm going to discuss it. In case of negative work, the angle between force and displacement 0 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, student. What is our answer?
Sir, 180 degree.
Okay, let us see, student. if in case of work, the angle work we defined as F into S into cos of theta, student, right?
Yes, sir.
In your book, you don't have this formula because they say that's not in your course, but I am just giving you. If this is not there, no problem. Supposing this is an object, student, okay? Supposing the displacement is in this direction, okay? Displacement is in this direction, student. Now first he says if this angle is 0, then what it means? In case of negative work, if the angle between force and displacement is 0, what will happen if the angle between force and displacement is 0? When it will be 0? When displacement and force are in the same direction?
Yes.
Then it will become 1. Then what will happen? This work will be positive, negative, or 0?
Positive work.
This is positive work. We understood. Even without this angle, we understood. That is my point. Now, student, the second case we are saying this is making an angle, the negative, and the force is making an angle. Student, force is making an angle with the displacement 45 degree. This is our force, and this is our displacement S. In this case, what will happen? The work will be 0, negative, or positive?
Positive.
It will be still positive, though this work will be, magnitude will become less. I'm giving you more explanation, less magnitude. Then this one, because cos 45, you will see what is the value of that. I gave you a table also, which is not required for your course, but to give you, you have seen what is the value of cos 45 degree, student. So still positive. And what happens? This is the displacement and this is the direction of the force. What is now, if they are at 90 degree, students, then what is the work done?
0.
0. No work is done. You are pushing a wall. What happens? Are you doing any work? You are applying
No,
a force, but there is no displacement. And this displacement perpendicular work is 0. Okay. Third case, the last case, you are saying displacement is this, and then force is opposite to it. This is force, this is displacement. Then naturally, what angle is that?
180
degree. So in this case, what happened? You are having negative work. So work can be positive. The question has been asked so many times. Negative, 0, or positive. In case of negative work, this is the correct answer. Wrong, student. Answer is D, 180 degree. Here, the angle which you are making is 180 degree. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Got it? So we have to understand, that is our point. You can solve any question, but I don't want to hurry up. Slow and steady wins the race. Understand. Only thing we want to understand, students. Now he says, an iron sphere of mass 10 kg has the same diameter as an aluminium sphere of 3.5 kg. Both spheres are dropped simultaneously from a tower when they are 10 meters above the ground. They have the same acceleration, momentum, potential energy, kinetic energy. So think about it, students.
They will have same acceleration.
They will have same acceleration.
Yes.
Let us see, try to understand an iron sphere. This is my iron sphere, student. Okay. What is the mass of this? 10 kg. Then iron sphere of 10 kg has the same diameter as aluminium. of mass 3.5 kg. Diameter is same. This is my aluminium. Mass of aluminium is how much? 3.5 kg. Aluminium, student. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Mass are different. They are dropped simultaneously from a tower, student. What is the height? 10 meter. This is my ground. Okay? They are dropped simultaneously at the same time. Then they are 10 meter. They have the same. Okay. If I say momenta, student, what is the formula of momentum? Mass into velocity. Mass is different, so it cannot be same. Potential energy, what is the formula? mgh. What is the formula of kinetic energy?
Mass mv square.
So this is, but acceleration due to gravity is same. What is same? G. Acceleration is due to gravity, student. We derived a formula also for the acceleration due to gravity. It was independent of the mass, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is the answer you are writing in exam is acceleration. And we are giving you 1 full mark for that. Okay. All right, student. Next question is on the screen, student. What it says? A girl is carrying a school bag of 3 kg mass on her back and moves 200 meters on a level ground. The work done against gravitational force will be, the value of G is given. 6 into 10 power 3 joules, 6 joules, 0.60. What is our answer, students?
The work done will be 0.
So you have seen 3 kg mass and leveled road. Okay? The girl is moving on a leveled road. Leveled road is the word which is used. So the height remains the same, h. Same, student. Then potential energy is mgh. No change. Therefore, what happens? The work done against gravitational force, is 0. Answer is 0. Wrong. Answer D is 0. You are given another mark for that, students. Which one of the following is not the unit of energy, students?
Kilowatt.
What is energy or work, student? How did you find work or energy? Energy, if I say half mv square or this, what are the units of energy, student? Let you write anything, no problem. What is the unit of mass? Kilogram, G, meter, or second square, height, meter. What do you get? Kilogram, meter, okay? Square, second. So what are you getting, or what? How do you write this? Newton meter. Work Newton. Okay? Newton. What are we saying? Newton. What do you get? Newton meter, which is also called joule.
Yes, sir.
Which only not he says not. So we have to be joule is a unit of energy. It is a unit of energy. Newton meter, unit of energy, kilowatt watt. What is kilowatt?
Unit of power.
Kilowatt is a unit of power. Kilowatt is a unit of power. And what is this? Kilowatt hour,
Unit of energy.
commercial unit of energy, which we told you. Then what answer we are giving? Answer C, kilowatt. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we are in doubt because of they look very close to each other. If we know how to derive the units, then it is easier. That is why we do so much work. If we are very competent, we will not do that much work in the exam. So, training is more hard than the actual work. The actual work become easy when we go for hard training. So when we practice more, we work more, we have done good homework, easy in the exam, we don't have to do so much calculation. We'll do faster. Question number 7 is on the screen. The work done on an object does not depend upon displacement, force applied, angle, initial velocity of the object.
Initial velocity of the object.
Work does not depend, does not, he says, so you have to be very careful. Does it depend or does not? Displacement, wrong. Force applied, wrong. Angle, wrong. Only left is initial velocity. Because what is the work done? We define work done is equal to
Force into displacement.
No, that is all right. What is in terms of the energy? Relationship between work and energy we derived. What was the formula? Work done was equal to, work done is equal to, student, we derived a formula. What formula was that? Work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. Final kinetic energy minus. Did we derive it or not?
Yes, sir, we derived.
Okay. So this depends on what? Mass is the constant, then what do you have? Velocity. Half mv square minus half mu square. Student, if I take m constant v square minus u square, therefore it does not depend on the initial velocity, it is the change in velocity, change in kinetic energy. Answer is D, does not depend upon initial velocity, but it depends on change in velocity, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. When you are getting another full mark for that. Question number 8 is coming on the screen, students. Water stored in a dam possesses no energy, electrical energy, kinetic. As we talked of the different types of energies and conversion of one form of energy into another. Read about the question, then you answer the question carefully. Water stored in dam possesses, what type of energy is possessed by the water in a dam?
Potential energy.
There should be no doubt in what happens in a dam. Student, water falls from a higher to a lower height, and then potential energy gets converted into kinetic energy. Then it drives the turbines. Then you have generators which generate the energy. So water stored in the dam, student, wrong. Potential energy. Answer is D, student. Potential energy, students. You have seen the dams, the water is falling. The water is falling like this, student. This is the water from a higher height. And then what is happening? This has a potential energy, and then this gets converted into kinetic. And then there's a turbine, student, and it rotates the turbines, and then you have generators. What do you have? Generators, student, and you will get. See, the conversions are taking place. Next question, I will sip a water, student. Take a water and I will sip. Oh, water, heal me. And water heals me. Question number 9 is on the screen. A body is falling from a height h. After it has fallen a height h2, it will possess only potential energy, only kinetic, half potential, half kinetic, more kinetic, less potential. Think about this situation. You can make a figure and try to understand if such questions are good and asked in the paper many times, students.
Sir, it will possess half potential and half kinetic energy.
Let us see a body. Here you have a body, student. It is falling. The height is h. So here it has potential energy and kinetic energy 0. And here the ground, it has kinetic energy and potential energy 0. At half the height, what happens, student? At half the height, h by 2, it will have potential energy plus kinetic energy, because one form of energy is converted into another, and total energy, what we say, total energy, student, is sum of the kinetic energy plus potential energy. So what will be the result of this? As only know as half the potential. Yes, that is the correct answer. This is also wrong. So answer is C, students. Half potential energy and half kinetic energy. So that is the correct answer. A rocket is moving with a velocity of v. If the velocity of the rocket is suddenly tripled, what will be the ratio of the two kinetic energy, students? Okay, find the answer. Rocket is moving with a velocity of v. What is the kinetic energy? With a velocity v, half mv square, student. If the velocity of the rocket is suddenly tripled, what will be the kinetic energy? Half mv, how much? Then what is the ratio of? What answer you are getting?
Sir, 3:1.
3:1.
9:1.
Okay. When I do something without doing, there will be some problem. Always I tell the students, take your time and do it, students. What you will get? 9. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Avinash can run with a speed of 3 meter per second against a frictional force of 10 newtons. Kapil can move with a speed of 3 meter against a frictional force of 25. Who is more powerful and why? How will you do the question? You have Avinash. Run with a speed. What is the speed of the Avinash? What is the frictional force? 10 Newton. What do you mean by who is more powerful? What you will calculate? What do you have to calculate?
So who will have more energy?
Energy? I'm not talking of energy. Why am I talking of energy? I'm not talking of energy, student. I'm talking of power. What is power? Rate of doing work. What is this rate of doing work here? When he is a running student, what is the rate of doing work? What formula we gave you for power?
Work done by time taken.
Work done by S by T. What is that? Force into velocity. Force into velocity. Power is also F into V. In the first case, what is that? Force 10 Newton. And what is the velocity? How much? 8 meter per second. So what will you get? Power 10 into 8
Yes, sir. 80 Newton meter per second.
joule per second. And what about the other student who is a Kapil? What is the velocity of the Kapil? What is the velocity of the Kapil? How much? 3
3 meter
meter
per second.
per second. And what is the frictional force? 25 Newton. Then what is this is the power of the Avinash A. What is the power of the Kapil?
75 joule per second.
25 into 3, 75. Which is more?
Avinash power.
The power of Avinash is more. Answer. Power of Avinash is more than the power of Kapil. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Such questions are given for 2 marks usually. The paper students. A body is moving on a straight road against a frictional force of 5 Newton. ठीक है? After traveling a distance of 1.5 kilometer, he forgot the correct path at a roundabout as shown in figure of radius. This is a figure of radius 100 meter. However, he moves on the circular path for 1.5 cycle. When he moves forward up to 2 kilometer, calculate the work done by him. Have to think about the question, then calculate it, then answer the question. Boy is moving. This is a straight road. So first you find out what is the total distance covered by the boy. Total distance covered by the boy, students. Boy is moving on a straight road. Supposing he starts from here. 1.5 he goes this point. First he goes 1.5 kilometers, students. For get the correct path at a roundabout as shown in figure of radius. Radius is 100 meter. ठीक है, 100 meter. However, moves on circular path for 1.5 cycle. 1 complete and half more. What will be that? 1 plus half. And what is the, how do we calculate? You know the radius, circumference is how much? 2 pi r.
Yes, sir.
So into 2 into pi, and this is given 100 meter. If I use this kilometer, then let me also use this 100 by 1000 kilometer. Okay. Then he moves forward up to 2 kilometer. Further he goes 2 kilometer. Okay. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is the total distance he is covering. Calculate the work done, student. How do you calculate work done?
Force into displacement.
So you have to find out, student. This value you have to find out and multiply with this. Or you will then whatever kilometer you get converted into meters. This is our S, convert this kilometer into meters, SI units, and then multiply and see what answer you are getting. Since it will need some calculation, you can do these calculation. You can use this as a homework and do these calculations. Another question is coming, student. Can any object have mechanical energy even if the momentum is 0? What is our answer, students?
Yes, sir. Object can have mechanical energy.
What? Why? Why should it have mechanical energy if momentum is 0?
Because, sir, because the mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy, and if momentum is 0, so since momentum is product of mass and velocity, and we take velocity as 0 also, then kinetic energy will be 0, but potential energy will not
That
be
means
0.
momentum is 0, V is 0. Mass cannot be 0. The body has to have some mass.
Yes,
So if
sir.
V is 0, kinetic energy is 0. Mechanical energy is equal to sum of the kinetic plus potential energy. This is 0 plus this potential energy is there. So body can have mechanical energy due to body can have mechanical energy due to potential energy, students. Am I right?
Yes.
So you can have such questions, students. Can any object have momentum if the mechanical energy is zero?
Yes, sir. Object can have momentum if its mechanical energy is zero.
What is mechanical energy?
Sum of
Kinetic
kinetic
energy plus potential energy. If this is zero, then what will happen? This is zero, this is zero. Then what is the result of this? Can object have momentum? When answer is no, kinetic energy is zero, velocity is zero, then P is m into V, m into 0, 0. So object can have momentum? No, object cannot have momentum. Cannot have momentum, students. Another question is coming. The power of a motor pump is 2 kilowatt. How much water per minute the pump can raise to a height of 10 meter? To a height of 10 meter. This will require some calculation. Student, this is a homework. You can solve this and we'll discuss next time what your answer is coming. And you can take power 2 kilowatt, how much water per minute the pump can raise to a height of this. So you can apply the formula and then you can find the answer. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, students, then these are some of the ways we have to answer question. Think about them critically and then you will work out and then you will answer the question. Students who will follow shortcuts will be in trouble because there could be some errors. And since we don't want to have errors, therefore, students, we always say, try to solve it completely. Don't follow the shortcuts till you come to a level where your mind is very strong and you have done so much practice that you can answer the questions brilliantly. That stage will come slowly and slowly. Therefore, my best wishes to all the students. Stay home, stay away from the pollution. Please forward our message to all your friends. The level of pollution is rising and is a threat to the life. So be safe and be at home till the pollution level drops. Okay, then I will meet you in the next class. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.